welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information is in the description box down below. Please feel free to check that out. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am doing the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine love reading. I want to say I apologize for not really being around this last week. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and honestly, I just kind of needed a break. I needed to take a step back from everything and kind of recalibrate what I was doing in my own life. So we just got paused, and there it is. You know, we've all been at this like weird place in our lives right now. So, you know, even the relationships have been on pause. Okay. So Spirit, please show me the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame love reading. So we got metamorphosis. There it is. We were needing a change. So these relationships needed to be put on the back burner for a minute so that we could change a lot of the things that are going on within ourselves. Now we have the masculine and feminine energy, Mars and Venus, walking hand in hand through Capricorn, getting ready to go into Aquarius. So they're going to be together for the next month. So that is really about marriage, but also marrying sides of ourselves, our masculine and our feminine side. Okay. Spirit, please show me. There it is. Purge, needing to let go of anything that no longer serves you, that is keeping you from the metamorphosis process. So death and rebirth is metamorphosis. Okay. So purging. Observer. We've got somebody who is watching you, who's been watching you possibly, or you're watching someone else. Spirit, please show me. All right. Wow. Bound. You have been stuck to something, okay? Maybe stuck to an ex, or there's an ex who's watching you from afar that wants to come back in, and this could be a very toxic relationship, okay? Spirit, please show me the Divine Masculine, Feminine. All right. We've got inner child, okay? So maybe stuck to some childhood programming. And I like the next line, healing. This is in a really good spot. So after all of this, there's some healing that needs to be done, okay? Wow, we've got the Divine Feminine here who's doing a lot of the healing work, or maybe she's a healer. And we've got, look at this, recognition. Somebody recognizing you. So possibly summertime. They could have met you in the summer. This could be a timing card for sure, or you could be meeting this person in the summer. So if you didn't meet them last summer, maybe you met them last summer, or maybe the two of you guys split up last summer, or something to do with the summertime. Because I'm looking at her and she's like, I'm putting a pause on it. Like I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm just going to step back. I'm done with the cycles and patterns that I've been in. I'm over it. I've had enough. And so I'm going to take this, this time to myself and really work on me. So I think that a lot of you for this Divine Masculine Feminines, you guys have been doing a lot of work on yourself. I do feel like, there's been a lot that you've needed to kind of take a outside of, step outside the box. I feel like if you've been doing things one way in relationships, you needed to take a step back so that you could see things from a new perspective. It's kind of what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys got what that was, because I felt a little twisted the way they gave me those messages. I do feel like the Divine Feminine is finally being recognized by her Divine Masculine. But I think somebody else here is wanting to tempt either you, one or the two of you, or both of you. Okay. I feel like you're being tempted. And sometimes, our inner child, we go after what we're used to because of what what we've gone through in the past in our childhood. So we can pick up those behaviors. I do love the fact that we are going through the healing process and really putting ourselves into alignment. I want to see, what is this recognition? Wow, we've got compromise, regret, and solitude. So I think what is happening here too is the Divine Feminine she pulled herself back because she was done compromising her happiness and for, whatever the divine masculines were regrets or I can't even speak today. Sorry, you guys. So I don't know if maybe you guys are having a tough time communicating or you haven't been able to communicate with your divine masculine, but I'm feeling like, there's a lot of regret here with the divine masculine. And I say that because, I think that he wanted you to compromise your happiness, while he went out and decided what the hell he was going to be doing. And he couldn't see this relationship for what it was because he was dealing with, maybe he has his own children that he's been dealing with and using them as a block. I see a lot of people doing that right now, especially the guys. They're single fathers, so they're using their kids as an excuse. Oh, I can't, I can't date. I can't do this because I've got kids and, I need to give them all my energy. And I see feminines doing it too, but I see feminines a lot more open to wanting to date. So the feminines are like, fuck it, I'll take my solitude over this crap. If you can't recognize who I am, okay, and I say the divine feminine because she's right here. She's like, if you can't recognize this for what it is, we're out. We're done. We're not doing this anymore. I got things to do. You got your inner child work to deal with. Go deal with it on your own. Nobody ain't got time for all this shit. So she wasn't willing to compromise her own happiness. She was done. And he has a lot of regret for that. And so he sees his feminine is in solitude. I think that he's been looking at your social media, trying to see like where you are. Are you bound to someone else? Okay. Are you with someone else? Are you at this place of like maybe wanting to put yourself out there again? Or are you just going to continue working on your, inner child or being there for your children? So I think that I think it's a lot between the two of you because we've got metamorphosis over this. It looks like the devil card, so it's like transforming out of maybe addictions. And for a lot of you, feminines, if you have any addictions, drinking, smoking, Amazon shopping, any one of those things, I would say that's something that you do need to work on. Okay. Maybe you need to work on your health. For a lot of you, you've been stuck to a lot of health issues and you need to take care of that. Listen, you don't want to be somebody else's geriatric patient when they come into your life, start working on your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health. Really important, go for those walks and do those things. Okay. Recognizing that, maybe you've been punishing yourself. So you're punishing your body. And I feel like this is the time where you realize the things that you have been bound to, maybe it's an unhealthy way of eating, maybe you're eating garbage, it's like, come on guys, pick up some fruits and vegetables. Like this morning, I had an acai bowl for breakfast and those things can be really good. So really taking away from I just feel like taking yourself out of the equation was probably the best thing that you could have done for yourself because it really helps this, the divine masculine to figure out what it was that he wanted. Yeah, he had a lot of pride and ego. He had a lot of pride. I think that the both of you guys did. And he wasn't devoted to this relationship, but you guys are mirroring one another, so you guys could be very well spying on each other. Doesn't have to be, but I will tell you, somebody here is spying, whether you guys are doing it to each other or not. I feel like, the flame just burned out. Yeah, see, I was clarifying bound, and I got unawakened, forgiveness, and release. Yeah, letting go of toxicity, learning how to forgive, learning, listen, if you guys had toxic parents, forgiving those parents, understanding that we learned valuable lessons there. And it was things that, we don't want to bring into our next relationship. So we needed to go through all of this and find forgiveness. We also have to think, maybe we're awake now, but in the past we weren't. And everybody moves at their own pace. You cannot make somebody else wake up and expect them to do so. Like, it's just not going to work. Yeah, you're deceiving yourself. If that's how you truly think, you're deceiving yourself, and that's your inner brat showing up. All right? So yeah, the relationship went cold. We got winter here. Maybe the two of you guys, maybe you got together in the summer or met in the summer and you broke up in the winter time. Yeah, conclusion. It was its final conclusion. You know, you locked the door. You were like, no more. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. So healing says, yeah, releasing any destruction, anything that has came in and had the opportunity to destroy your life. Maybe it was communication, something, you know, some type of information that came in about a commitment and the two of you guys wanting to commit to one another, or, you know, one of you wanted to commit, maybe most likely divine feminine wanted to commit, and she told her divine masculine that, and he was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do that. Or they disappeared, or they just didn't want a commitment at that time. But now they've worked through, you know, any of the turmoil that they felt within themselves and had like a long, you know, discussion with themselves, possibly with friends, you know, and they're saying like, okay, I feel like I've healed. I think that it's time and I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to open myself up, even though it still creates a little bit of a storm within, you know, that's just that giddiness. And, you know, I feel like someone here is wanting to heal with you. They are wanting to commit to you. Doesn't mean it's the same person from the past. It could be a new divine masculine that is wanting to come in. Okay. So divine feminine, what is this saying? We've got family here, third party. Yep. And free will. So, you know, I feel like there was some type of a third party. Like I said, this other individual, maybe the divine masculine, has a family with someone else and brought in a third party. And this person, you know, he decided to exercise his free will. So you decided to exercise your free will and get the hell out, you know? And I feel like at this point in time, it's like, you can go in any direction that you want to go. And if this person isn't open to, you know, blending families or, you know, creating a family with you, or even, you know, seeing how you could be a part of that family, you know, you don't want to be the third wheel. That's what this is all about. I don't want to be the third wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and exercise my free will and, you know, walk away, because I know that there's going to be, you know, what you're asking for is not too much, divine feminine. What you're asking for is just not too much. So yeah, you had to take action. It caused you a lot of grief. I think that, you know, what you went through brought in a lot of sadness and regret and grief. Like, but you had to let this go. You had to let a relationship in the past go and allow the universe to guide you, because, you know, you're purging, because you had to take action. Even though it caused you a lot of sadness, you realized that the universe was going to be here to guide you. This is a really cool reading. Let's find out what summer is all about. Return, numbing, new direction. So summer is your overall message. I feel like this person did have some type of addiction issues. I wouldn't say that if I didn't have bound, you know, and maybe it was an addiction issue to someone from the past. So it's like, while you were reaching out, you know, I feel like this person was holding themselves back. And isn't it funny how we have a sun right there and we have summertime here? Okay, so I do feel like you decided to go into a new direction. And I do feel like maybe you picked up a new addiction. Maybe you've been numbing yourself because you decided, I'm just going to bury my head into work. Or drug, sex, or alcohol, you know? Anything to do with the devil. Or this could just very well be, some of you, it's a Capricorn you're dealing with. I see Virgo here. Leo. Scorpio. Pretty much any sign, really. Aquarius. Spirit, give me some advice on this. What messages do you have for advice? What advice do you have? All right, trust. Yeah, this situation is calling for you to have faith. And then we've got wedding. This is exactly what it is that you are wanting to manifest. Some type of a higher level of commitment And you basically had to be on the journey and letting go of anything that wasn't that, anything that wasn't going to take you on the journey to where you wanted to go, which for a lot of you, it's this high level of commitment. You know, if this person is saying, no, 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 I can't, you know, I can't be with you because of my ex did to me. Fuck that. If this person can't figure it out, then it's time for you to go. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who's married. Cut it out. If you're dealing with a married individual and this person like is not even broken up, that's where this third party comes in, you know, and already has another family, cut it out. That's not divine feminine energy. That is distorted feminine energy, and it's time for you to quit it, okay? This person, if they're going to exercise their free will and walk away from their significant other, then they need time to heal. And that's a side note. So if you're watching this and you're dealing with somebody who's already married, stop. They're not leaving their wife for you. And if they did, they're going to leave you for someone else, okay? Pay attention to the signs. Spirit, please show me. And I don't want the distorted energy affecting my divine masculine and feminine reading. So keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe that's what it is. Your usual type and expectations is somebody else's husband or wife. Yep, they're already engaged. I don't like that, okay? I don't like that. And I don't like it sneaking up into my reading, but with the devil here, I can't help but see that. So if it's you trying to covet something that somebody else has, that's not yours. That's a lesson you're going to have to learn. But Spirit at the end of the day is saying, listen, the person that you're supposed to be with isn't in a third party situation, okay? Trying to figure out, well, do I want her or do I want her? Or do I want him? Do I want him? Okay? Like, figure it out. Listen, whatever you want, you can have. At the end of the day, you better be careful what it is that you're wishing for. That's where I'm going to leave this. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and good luck. I really hope I hope you guys overcome this devil. Anyway, I am also hosting a seminar on KEIKI'S Book of Instructions, also known as Child's Book of Instructions. It will be on March 13th from 3 to 5 Hawaii Standard Time. It will be on Zoom or in person for those of you who live on Big Island. I will be discussing the fundamentals of your child's book of instructions, their sun, their moon, their rising, their top 3, and explaining how psychologically and spiritually on their journey, this has everything to do with the effects of how they maneuver. Anyway, I love you all so much, and we'll chat again later.